Welcome to the Mind Madam podcast, where we are here to talk about nervous systems, attachment, sex, trauma, and all of the patterns that are quietly ruining your life. It's going to be honest, direct. There is no guru voice. There is no therapizing, just brutal self-awareness with a touch of dark humor, because healing can be fun. This space is going to be mostly for men. If you're a woman, you are welcome too, as long as you appreciate directness. Some of these episodes are going to be solo, some of them with guests, but all of them are designed to challenge the way that you look at yourself and help you progress. So let's get into it. Welcome back to your next episode of the Mind Madam podcast, and I'm your host, Elizabeth, and here we are today. I think everyone can say this has happened to them. So you wake up late. The next thing you know, you spill your coffee, work's a mess. You burn something. Maybe your kids aren't even listening. The train doesn't come on time. There's traffic everywhere. You get into another argument and it just continues. And it's just like, this is the day from hell. How did I even get here? Of course, it's one of these days. Well, that is not just a bad day, my friends. It is not. It's actually your brain filtering reality through the mood you had in those 5 minutes of chaos. And that is what we are here to talk about today. Because if I know you, then you're probably not going to want to have a bad day on repeat. So here's what's actually happening when we have those first 5 minutes of chaos. It can actually snowball into a full-blown trash day thanks to a sneaky little thing called confirmation bias. And basically all that is just a big word that says when your brain decides what it believes, it then will go looking for proof to back it up. Okay? That is the reality of our brains. It filters your entire reality through this lens now, whether it be a positive lens or a negative lens. It's not based on what is actually happening in reality at that moment, but it is what supports the story that you have already decided on is true for you. So think of it this way. If you wake up thinking, well, it's going to suck. I just have this terrible feeling today's going to suck. You're going to notice every red light, every annoying email, every weird look, every tone shift in a text. Or if you are someone who is, trying to find love or date or relationship, no one ever chooses me. That's a common one for a lot of people. Well, you're going to end up ignoring all the great people that do show up for you and obsess over the one that didn't text you back. Or this one's another common one, especially for my millennials. I always mess things up. So one tiny mistake, proof you're the problem again. See, you are the problem. You suck. You're terrible at life. Well, your brain is scanning for evidence to prove yourself right in that moment, even when the right is hurting you, because it will always do its best to keep you in familiar territory. Familiar is safe for your brain. So think of also this way, in an everyday example, have you ever decided you're going to go buy a new car, or you're starting to look at, white cars or something? Well, all of a sudden there's white cars everywhere. You didn't even know how many white cars were produced. And you're like, does everyone drive a white car at this point? Well, they actually were always there. Your brain just suddenly tuned in and filtered everything else out so you could see these white cars. The same thing will actually happen with your thoughts. So if you lock in on my life sucks, suddenly all you're going to see is proof that your life sucks. And I don't know about who wants to do life like that. I personally don't. But let's have some fun, because I am going to prove it to you further. And this is going to be super corny, but I want you to do it. Of course, if you're driving or walking somewhere, do not do this. Do it later. But if you are in a safe spot where you can close your eyes for 5 seconds, then you're good to go. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to look around your room where you're at. I want you to pick 5 black things. This is very important. Just 5 black things. They could be something like a bedspread or a magazine, or a shelf, a book, who knows. It doesn't have to be anything big. I just want you to remember 5 things, because I'm going to ask you about them in a second. Okay, so we now have our 5 things, 5 black things, and now I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, and you're just going to take 1 breath. Okay, Now I want you to just name one yellow object in your room that you were just in. It's hard, isn't it? Because your brain filtered out everything else to complete your task of finding your 5 black objects. The same thing is going to happen when you believe your life is trash. Your brain blocks anything that doesn't match. If you have those 5 minutes of, shit thrown at you, of problems, it's going to say, oh, here we go again. Now what's the next problem? Here it comes up. But we can break the loop. This does not mean fake positivity. It does not mean love and light vibes. I don't believe or subscribe to that. That's not it. This is about interrupting that filter. And that is going to take some work, but not hard work. It's actually quite simple. All you're going to do when you have that bad moment, those bad 5 minutes, those bad 2 minutes even, I want you to stop and name 5 good things. Yes, 5 good things. They do not have to be big. They could be as simple as you didn't shit your pants today. Who knows? Something simple. It absolutely counts. Pick those 5 things and either write them down or say them out loud or memorize them in your head. And every time you may have a bad moment come up, start doing that. That little shift will tell your brain, hey, there's more going on than this magnifying glass on the problems in your life right now. What's important is the point is not to be positive all the time. It's just to realize that you are not your bad moment. Your bad moment doesn't have to become a bad day, doesn't have to become a bad week or a bad month. Your day didn't betray you. Your brain just picked a lens and went with it. So why not try a new one? All right. So pick your 5 great things that happened to you today, even if they're the tiniest little thing, like someone opened a door for you or you woke up on time. And run with that. Focus on that and you will get more positive back. All right. So thanks for this super quick little episode with me. Get ready for the next one coming at you. And if this was eye-opening, you found this helpful, then I want to hear about it. Talk to me on the Mind Madam on Instagram or Threads, or just shoot me an email and I'm happy to discuss. All right. Have a good one.